All right, another module here. Let's move on through this PowerPoint here. Let's take a look at it. All right. So, a lot of people have been robbed. Oh, I was robbed. They robbed me. And in a lot of cases, no, you weren't robbed. But because media and the TV sounds so cool. Oh, I was robbed. Usually your car gets burglarized or your house gets burglarized, meaning while you were asleep, somebody broke into the window of your car and stole your stereo, or your laptop, or your purse, or your loose change, or whatever the case may be. Or you may have been home or may have not been home. Somebody kicks in the front door, uses a rock to break the window, or does something like that, and then comes in and steals the plasma TV, the computers, jewelry, whatever. Usually those people think they have been robbed. Okay. No, you have not been robbed. You have been burglarized. Okay. You are burglarized when your property is taken. Robbery happens by force or fear. This is a burglary, right? Bad guy comes home, bad guy comes into your home and when nobody's around or in your car, takes something and leaves. Not a robbery. Now, it could be robbery if you're home and he threatens to kill you or uses an object as a weapon, confronts another person, and then takes the items. That becomes a robbery. Just breaking into a house or your car without any confrontation of any kind, not a robbery. You were not robbed, okay? This is a robbery. There is some force or fear going on. Gun pointed to the head, his properties being taken away from him by force and fear. We have a robbery, okay? We have a robbery. So there you guys go. Now you learned something today about robbery. All right, property crimes. That's what we just talked about right here. Property crimes, breaking in and stealing something. It's the most common, right? They steal stuff from cars. They steal stuff from houses. They steal stuff from churches. They steal stuff from stores. Wherever there's property that does not belong to you and you steal it is a property crime. Okay? Taking any type of property that does not belong to you with no intent whatsoever of returning it. All right, so we just talked about it. Property crimes also includes vandalism, where you go and destroy some property that does not belong to you and damages it, and the person, the owner, does not give you property. Arson is also considered property crime. All right, there you go. Property crime is a felony. And here we have a property crime. If you take something again that doesn't belong to you and it's on the books and it says there's a penal code that states you can't take flowers is a crime punishable by imprisonment. Okay. Imprisonment in this case is not mean prison. It can be juvenile hall or local jail. All right. All right, status offense is only illegal for certain groups and age of the offenders, usually 18 and under. All right, juveniles. 18 and under can commit a status offense. Once you turn 18, you can no longer commit a status offense. So what is a status offense? Oh, I just get back right here. I think I made this bigger because it shows kids going out, leaving school, truants, right, is a status offense. Underage consumption of drinking, status offense. Running away from home, status offense. Okay, once you're over 18, those are no longer status offenses. All right, victimless crime. It's illegal to do under the law. All right, taking drugs, gambling, things like that, and does not have a victim in the sense like nobody else is getting hurt. All right. Acts that are only harmful to themselves or consensual. Prostitution is illegal. but you have the consent of the person who buys a prostitute and consent of the prostitute themselves. All right. Again, we just hit it: drug use, prostitution, gambling. All right. All this stuff here goes into what we call the uniform crime reports. Anytime a crime is reported to any agency across the nation, they take data from that and they submit it to the federal government, who develops a database for uniform crime reports. You have it on the local level and you also have it on the national databases, okay? It depends. The population is in there. What region are you in? Is it a local, urban area? Is it the city? Is it the farmland out in the middle of nowhere? What type of area are you in? What's the time frame? What's the location and the time frame? And the stage of the criminal justice system is like what happened within that time frame that sets up the data. Like what happened? Was it a burglary? The guy commits a burglary, goes in, right? Commits a burglary. And the victim wakes up in the middle of the night, goes out and confronts the suspect. All right. He confronts the suspect, and the suspect turns around and hits him. So now he's assaulted the victim. So you got the victim of a crime, which is burglary. You got a victim of assault, gets hit, right? And bad guy flees on foot and the victim chases him down. Victim chases him down, jumps on him, tackles him to the ground, right? And hits his head in the process, and the victim dies trying to take the guy into custody. So you have three different crimes that have occurred, right? So the third one is, remember, in the commission of a burglary that turned into the guy fleeing, could be charged with premeditated murder. Could be. I don't know what the DA would charge in that. It can go a couple different ways. But the stage of criminal justice. So overall, you had the burglary, which led to the assault. The assault led to the suspect fleeing. The suspect fleeing led to the victim chasing him down. All right. So the stage of the criminal justice system, at what point and what charge are you going to submit to the district attorney's office? Usually it's not the district attorney's office, I'm sorry, the uniform crime report. It's usually the highest charging event that's going to be charged against and submitted to the UCR. All right. So you don't, or else, let me tell you, the way the uniform crime report reads now is mind boggling. If you have an ultimate crime and you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 layers, every single thing that's going to be sent there, it's going to be so astronomical, nobody's going to believe that all this stuff happens. All right. So it goes about it that way. All right. The data collected, we already talked about it. The violent crimes, you already know that from the earlier PowerPoint presentations. You talk about the murder, aggravated assault, rape, sexual assault, and robbery. The property crimes, you already touched on that. So we got those. And these are the dates, the things that they want to know when they send the information to the crime report. So on this here, former part of your assignment on Uniform Crime Report, I want you to look up and please submit with your data collected is an event that occurred, right? So what crime had occurred within your state, which means the city within your state, because I still get students that contact me, oh my gosh, I can't find anything that happened in the state of, name your state. Well, within the state, there's probably 500, 600 different cities within that state. So you have to narrow it down. Usually pick a larger city within that state, you're going to find more data. And then here, I want you to tell me within what you pick. Say you picked a robbery. What police were involved? Does it say the police department responded, like in, say, there was a bank robbery in the city of Modesto? Modesto police are going to be contacted. Number of arrests made. Who was arrested? Does it tell the age of offender? Is it a juvenile? Sometimes it'll only say a juvenile was arrested, doesn't have the actual age. The race of offender, depending on what part of the country you're in, because in this new age that we live on, they're like, oh, age doesn't matter. Well, yeah, it does matter, because if you're going to a call or you have lots of crime in your area, it'd be nice to know, like, oh, okay, the bunch of robberies are being committed by an Asian female. It'd be nice to know, okay, that an Asian female is out there committing robberies. So when you have all this information and you see a black female run by you, or a Hispanic female run by you, or an Indian woman run by you, it's not an Asian woman, you should like take a look at it. And the sex of offender. That's also constantly changing also. Okay, so that's what you want to know. That's what I want to know from the assignment that you're going to do as part of the PowerPoint assignment, because you have your PowerPoint assignments, is to tell me all the information here from the crime that you submitted. Okay? Oh, gotta stop here, upload this one.